In the early morning quiet of a home in Florida on March 8th, 2026, the college football world and generations of fans felt a deep, collective ache when Lou Holtz, the fiery, faith-filled coach whose voice and vision inspired millions, passed away peacefully at the age of 88. There was no crash, no sudden violence, just the gentle close of a life that had been lived at full volume, full heart, and full conviction. His family released a short, loving statement. "Dad left us quietly this morning, surrounded by those he loved most. He fought every day with the same courage he asked of his players, and he left us with the same message he always gave: never give up, never quit believing." The tributes came quickly. Notre Dame lowered its flags. Arkansas and South Carolina issued statements of profound gratitude. Former players shared stories of how he changed their lives, and fans who never met him but felt like they knew him posted clips of his most unforgettable speeches. Lou Holtz wasn't just a coach. He was a motivator, a storyteller, a man who believed in people when they didn't believe in themselves. As we gather here to remember him, let's walk slowly and gratefully through his remarkable journey. From a small-town Ohio boy who dreamed bigger than his size to a Hall of Fame coach whose legacy is measured not only in wins, but in the lives he lifted, celebrating the wife who was his partner for nearly 70 years, the family that was his greatest victory, the simple joys he never outgrew, and the unbreakable hope he gave the world. Louis Leo Holtz was born on January 6, 1937, in Follansbee, West Virginia, and raised in East Liverpool, Ohio, the son of a steelworker father and a mother who worked as a seamstress. Growing up in a working-class home during the Great Depression and World War II, Lou learned early that life rewarded effort, discipline, and belief. He was small, barely 5 feet 7 inches and 140 pounds soaking wet, but he played football, basketball, and baseball with a fire that made up for what he lacked in size. At Kent State University, he walked on to the football team as a linebacker and punter, earning a scholarship through sheer will. After graduating in 1959 with a degree in history, he began his coaching career as a graduate assistant at Iowa under Forrest Evashevski, then moved to William and Mary, Connecticut, and finally back to Kent State as an assistant. In 1969, at just 32 years old, he took his first head coaching job at William and Mary. 2 years later, he accepted the job at North Carolina State, where he turned around a struggling program and won the ACC title in 1977, his first conference championship. The Notre Dame call came in 1986. The Irish were coming off a 5-6 season. Many wondered if the job was even salvageable. Lou took it anyway. In his first season, he went 5-6 again, but in 1988, he led Notre Dame to an undefeated 12-0 season and the national championship, beating West Virginia in the Fiesta Bowl. It was the last time Notre Dame claimed a consensus national title. He stayed at Notre Dame until 1996, compiling a 100-30-2 record, 5 top 10 finishes, and a reputation as one of the greatest turnaround artists in college football history. From there, he went to South Carolina, where he took a 1-10 team and led them to an Outback Bowl victory in 1999, his final game as a head coach. Over his career, he won 249 games, 6 bowl games, and became one of only 3 coaches in history to take 6 different programs to bowl games. In 2005, he was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. But Lou Holtz was never just about wins. He was about people. His motivational speeches, delivered with that unmistakable lisp and boundless energy, became legendary. "Do right," he would say. "Do your best. Treat others as you want to be treated." He spoke at corporate events, universities, churches, and prisons. Always the same message: never give up, believe in yourself, believe in something bigger. He wrote best-selling books, including Wins, Losses, and Lessons, and became a fixture on ESPN as a college football analyst, where his enthusiasm and honesty made him a fan favorite for 2 decades. In his personal life, Lou found his greatest joy in family. He married his high school sweetheart, Mary Holtz, née Holtz. No relation before marriage. On July 11th, 1961. Their marriage lasted 64 years. Through coaching moves, national championships, public triumphs, and private struggles. They raised 4 children, daughters Luann and Michelle, and sons Skip and Kevin. Lou often said his family was his greatest coaching achievement. He was at every game, every recital, every milestone. He was a devoted grandfather, proud of his grandchildren's accomplishments, and he loved nothing more than family gatherings. Laughter, stories, and the simple joy of being together. When health challenges came in his later years, Parkinson's symptoms, mobility issues, the slow fade, he faced them with the same courage he asked of his players, always leaning on Mary and his children for strength. Lou's lifestyle was warm, unpretentious, and deeply faith-centered. He and Mary lived in a comfortable home in Florida during his later years, where he spent his days reading, watching football, playing golf when he could, and staying connected with former players. He remained active in charity work, speaking engagements, and mentoring young coaches until his health no longer allowed it. He was never one for extravagance. His pleasures were simple. Family time, a good meal, a round of golf with friends, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing he had made a difference. His net worth at the time of his passing was estimated around $12 to $15 million, earned through coaching salaries, broadcasting contracts, books, speaking fees, and wise investments. But Lou lived modestly, giving generously to his church, to youth programs, and to causes that helped others rise. The tributes that followed his passing were overwhelming in their warmth and depth. Former players from Notre Dame, Arkansas, Minnesota, South Carolina, and William and Mary shared stories of how he changed their lives, not just as a coach, but as a father figure, a mentor, a believer in them when they didn't believe in themselves. ESPN aired montages of his greatest motivational speeches. Fans posted clips of Do Right and Never Give Up. Entire stadiums observed moments of silence. At 88, after a life of love, laughter, faith, and relentless pursuit of excellence, his departure feels like the final whistle on a perfect game. Yet his voice, his lessons, his belief in people continue to echo wherever someone needs to hear, "You can do it." As we say goodbye to Lou Holtz, a husband, father, grandfather, coach, broadcaster, and one of the greatest motivators of our time, we're reminded to keep pushing, to keep believing, to keep lifting others even when life feels heavy. Thank you, Coach, for the wins, the lessons, the hope you gave so freely. Rest in peace. Your fight continues in every heart you inspired. If this tribute to Lou Holtz's extraordinary life, his tireless fight for others, and the love he shared with his family moved you or reminded you of time his words lifted you up, please like the video and subscribe for more heartfelt stories honoring the coaches, leaders, and dreamers who changed our world. Your support keeps their legacies alive. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Do right. Never give up. Lou will want that.